All righty.
Hi
Hey,
there, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to What's Next. I
right.
am Melanie P. Butler, and this is my lovely big sister, Nicole J. Butler.
Hey. The N to the J to the B, right?
Right. Thank
Yes.
you all for joining us today. For the few people that are on right now, we'll wait a few seconds.
Seconds. We're going to give them seconds.
We'll wait a few seconds for the rest to join us.
Yeah. So, what are we talking about today, Melanie?
We're talking about love versus fear,
Mm.
which was was your subject. And
Yes.
yeah, I'll let you lead the way with this one. I
I
got some
knew.
ideas, but I'm trying to see where you're going with this so I can interject.
Okay.
Um Also, I'll issue a disclaimer if I have to jump up during this live is because I've had a couple of I'm tongue tied.
Shot. Shot.
Immunization. Yes, I've had a couple of shots
Yeah.
within the last couple of days for a new job. I had to get the flu shot, it was mandatory. And then
Mhm.
when they drew my blood, they found out I had no immunity to the MMR. So I had to get an MMR series. So there you have it. Both arms are sore. I've had a headache, some more
Mm.
aches, and a little nauseated, but I'm going to get through this.
You're going to get through it. Yeah. Yeah. Those shots can make you feel like trash for a while. I
Yeah,
hope you.
I'm too old for this. I'm too old for it. And I chuckled when she asked me that I have a copy of my shot record. I'm
Shot
like,
record like from childhood?
I'm like, I started laughing. I was like, no, I ain't got no record of my last MMR. No, I don't.
No,
But anyway,
you telling you 72 years old.
right.
No.
Like, that's a joke.
Yeah,
But yeah, love versus fear. That's the topic of discussion for today.
that is the topic of discussion. And what I'm doing right now is I am making sure. Okay, yeah, we're live because I see we got some people watching us. Hey,
Mhm.
everybody. You know how we do it. Get on in the live chat and give us your opinions, your thoughts, your comments, your experiences. We love it when y'all talk back.
Mhm.
So I wanted to talk about this because this is a podcast for women in transition, which we both are, and some of you are. I mean, life is one big transition, but sometimes we're in major transitions in our lives that cause a lot of upheaval, sometimes some distress. Um,
Yes.
but in looking at love versus fear, maybe we can reframe some of the stress, and the
Mhm.
upheaval in a way that empowers us, in a way that suits us.
Hmm.
Uh, Years ago, decades ago, actually, it was about 2 decades ago. I remember someone saying that there are only two emotions, love and fear. And I was like, what's she talking about? I can name
Wow.
a whole bunch of them. I was
Love
just
and
like,
fear.
I thought she was out of her mind. I'm like, oh, this is some woo-woo California stuff. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. Here I am 2 decades later, as my grandmother would say, keep living. I
Right.
fully understand what she meant. Uh, all of the feelings, the emotions that we have, they really stem from either love or fear. You know,
That makes sense. That makes sense. Now that you put it like that, it makes a lot of
yeah,
sense. Huh.
yeah. It's like, okay, well, I'm angry, or I'm anxious. Like, okay, is it fear of scarcity? Is it
Hmm.
fear of being hurt? Is it
Right.
fear of yeah? Just like, okay, where you got to follow that feeling to its root, and at the root is either fear
Huh.
or
Interesting.
love, right?
That's why, yeah, I'm gonna throw a scripture at you.
Do it.
First John 4:18.
Hmm.
There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out all fear.
Boom.
Makes sense, huh?
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a
See,
lot of sense.
people need to read the word.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a quote here that as soon as I started working on this for this episode, a quote came to mind. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. That's from Rumi, if you've ever heard of Rumi.
Okay.
Yeah, because as we've talked about before, each of us has a purpose. We got a
Yeah.
reason for being here. You ain't here just, just to take up space. And
Right.
what you are what pulls you, what's
Mhm.
in your gut, that whatever that desire is, as long as you don't desire to hurt nobody. We ain't doing that around here. But
Right.
that is a strong clue to let you
Mhm.
know what your work is.
Huh.
Now, all this other stuff that we got set up, man made the laws, okay, I got to pay, half my wages in rent now.
Yeah.
Stuff is
Yeah.
expensive. That's all, that's all man-made stuff, red
Right.
tape. But
Yeah.
God put you here. The universe has a job for you, and
Mhm.
what's in your gut tells you what you're here to do.
That is true. That is true. And you
Mhm.
gravitate towards it.
Mhm.
Some
Yeah.
people fight against that pull, but yeah,
Yeah.
you should, by a certain age, you should really know what you're here to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you consciously fight against it or choose not to do it, you know.
Yeah. Got a few comments. Collie
Hey.
says, hello, ladies. Hey there.
Hi, Collie.
Hey, Gloria.
Hi, Gloria.
Glad you all have joined us.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you Gloria has another
Oh,
comment.
she
Oh,
says, I was speaking about that the other day with someone. Oh, okay.
say more, please. Say more. I'd love to hear your thoughts or whomever you were talking
Yeah.
to, their thoughts on the subject. So,
Yeah.
question for you, Melanie.
Oh, what is it?
Why you always get that look when I say I got a question for you? I don't like that face you just made.
What is it?
You mentioned you brought up something good. How some people consciously run from the thing that they know they should be doing. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, but it's a totally different situation though. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I run from it because I didn't want to commit to the work, that it took to get there.
Mm.
That was a lot of I've taken a lot of shortcuts in life, which is evident by all the many hats that I've worn and the jobs that I've had. Always running, never wanted to go to college, thinking it was a waste of time, but yeah, finally had to go anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now I got to put my degree to good use.
Yes, ma'am. There are people who need you.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is kind of adjacent to the topic. I think if we determine what our why is,
Mm-hmm.
why are you doing this thing? Why did you go to college? Why did you study this? Why do you get up in the morning and go and do this thing? If you have a why that is strong, and that you can connect to the feeling that you feel in your gut, that's what will propel you forward when you don't feel like or you don't have the energy to go forward on your own volition.
That's true. That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
I like to say I usually talk about creatives, because that's primarily the world that I run around in. We burn passion for fuel, but I
Oh
guess
yeah.
it applies to everybody. If you're passionate about what you do, what's it saying that if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life because it doesn't feel like work.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
So,
working from, oh, go ahead, please.
oh, go ahead.
Operating from a place of love as opposed to fear. What let's examine what that looks like, what it feels like, since a lot of us here are in transitional periods in our lives. Like, how do we move forward? Sometimes we in transitions we didn't want to be in,
Right.
stuff that we didn't choose. We didn't choose to get divorced. We didn't choose to have a death. We didn't choose to just lose our homes, and now we have to pick up the pieces and figure out the
Yeah.
way forward. How do we reframe that in a way that allows us to move from a place of love as opposed to fear?
Well, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and we're not, I ain't holding myself up as no expert. I'm just out here
Yeah.
asking you hard questions and not giving you time to think about it. Don't get me later, y'all.
Right, right. Like, okay.
I
Yeah,
know,
how,
right?
how can we reframe that? Oh, okay, I'm going to go to the comments.
Okay.
Okay, Gloria said, I was speaking about that the other day with someone. Okay, then she
Mhm.
says, I am here to continue to work with children, infants, probably at a hospital. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
that's
That's
good stuff. You know
mhm.
what you're here to do.
Yep. Yep. Wow.
I think when we look at our situations in terms of being in transition,
Hmm.
if we look at it from a place of fear, it's sort of like you're already expecting failure.
Yeah. Right.
So, it might be a little difficult, but you have to change the lens, how you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
change your whole perspective.
Mm. Yeah. That's
Hmm.
true. Uh, my therapist said something similar last week when I talked to her. We had a really good conversation, and I told her that so I'm in LA right now. For those who don't know, I'm back in LA for a bit, handling some business, doing some work, and I haven't been here for 8 months. I haven't been here since I moved, and so I'm
Mhm.
back, and I'm like, oh my god, like maybe I need two places to live. Like I'm going through some stuff. So not in a bad way, just kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
And I was talking to her about it. Um, and I said, I asked her, do I sound crazy? Because I've upended my life here. And she was like, nope, nope, you didn't upend your life. You just changed the camera angle on things.
Yeah.
Your life is still your life. You just
Right.
looking at it from this view now, and
Mhm.
in time you'll look at it from another view. Like, this is what we are built to do. We're built to change.
Right.
Sometimes it's not quite as drastic, but sometimes it is. So yeah, you're
Mm.
absolutely right. Changing the perspective.
Yeah.
Uh, and I guess today is a quote week. If you
Right.
change how you look at things, what is it? If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change.
That's a good one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. All right. We're gonna have to. I'll get with you later on. Maybe we can meet up. I would love to meet you. I would love to meet you in person. We've been
Yeah.
talking in the comments forever, but yeah, if your schedule permits, but we'll coordinate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
But
something because of the interconnectedness of love and fear.
mm-hmm.
Is
Mm-hmm.
that one spectrum is love, the other spectrum is fear. And when it comes to being in relationship with people,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fear can totally destroy a relationship. But
Yep.
if you really think about it, relationship wise, if you're in a relationship and you're in love, there's no room for fear.
That's
How
true.
you feel, how you feel about that? And then also to put a scientific fact, when you're in love, you have that all, that they call it that bubbly feeling. You got that good feeling.
Oh
You're
yeah, the butterflies.
Yeah, it what's the word? Oxytocin is produced
Oxytocin. Yeah.
in the brain. So it's like you're not feeling fear and love at the same time.
Right. Right.
They can't operate
Right.
in the same space at the same time. So perfect
Yeah.
love casts out all fear. It makes sense.
So when we feel emotions that are not good emotions, that are we associate with negativity, okay, like um, jealousy or insecurity. It can be in a relationship. It can be. I mean, those exist outside of relationships too.
Right.
We need to follow it and figure out what's under it. Why am I feeling what is my fear here? I'm jealous. She thinks she's cute. Okay, why are you doing that?
Why is it bothering you? Right. Like what that got to do with you?
What are you afraid of? You afraid she's gonna get something that you want or somebody you want or whatever? Like, is that rational? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we operate from a place of love all the time, then it's I'll get what's for me,
Yes, and that's the way people should think. It would be a perfect world, huh?
I think because greed, fear, a fear of not having enough, fear of lack, I think is at the root of all societal issues, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do y'all think? Our viewers, how do you all think?
Yeah,
what do you all think about
somebody else is gonna get something I ain't got. Somebody gonna get more than what I got. And
yeah. Somebody's gonna get too much, and then I won't be able to control them anymore. So let's create scarcity. Yeah. Yeah. How can we, in concrete ways, how can we cultivate more love in our lives? How can we do that?
Ooh. By modeling it for others, that we what's the word, encounter. That's a way, because sometimes people, even people that don't seem lovable, if they are watching you and they watch how you move and how you act, they're like, okay, it's something about her. Like, why, I can't, get under her skin like I want to. She's still showing love no matter what. And I'm not gonna preach, but that's what we're supposed to do as Christians anyway. We're supposed to love the seemingly unlovable. And sometimes that will turn them towards, the right path. But we know how to act. We're supposed to model, how Christ lived. So God is love, and we're supposed to exhibit that.
Yeah. I would go as far to say, and I might get in trouble for this. Honestly, most Christians do not, in my opinion, do not.
You
feel otherwise?
You telling the truth. Most don't. Most don't. Most don't. Most people that call themselves Christian really ain't Christians, to tell you the truth. But anyway, I ain't gonna get on that.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we don't get to determine, do we? I don't know that
whatever. By action, by people's actions. So I mean,
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's the truth. Yeah, a lot of people don't model love like they should, or else, it would be, better results.
Well, we can only operate at the level of our understanding. And so when we don't know any better, we can't do any better.
That's true.
Just like there are people who are much more evolved than either you or I.
True.
But I can look back and I'm not where I once was. You know, some of the stuff that I thought and I did and I said, and I look back and I go, oh my goodness, Nicole, like I can't believe you were ever like that closed-minded and ignorant. And then when I encounter somebody who is similarly closed-minded and ignorant, I understand where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So
yes, that's true.
We got a couple comments.
Okay, let's see. Gloria says, Nicole, I will be thinking about you.
Thank you.
She also says, Nicole, what you just said about jealousy brought back a memory.
Okay. Are you gonna tell us? Hi, Gail. Queen Gail. Hello. And thank you.
Hey there.
I was thinking on my on the solo video also, but thank you. You know why.
Okay, you can read.
Oh, okay. Fly Free Entertainment 1. Oh, that's my friend Lemon.
Oh, that's Lemon. Oh, hey.
Yes. Hi, ladies. You're talking about love, and you've mentioned the Bible a few different ways. Maybe it's not generally extending yourself in a loving way, but if we work to stay in gratitude, it seems like that type of approach brings forward positive things. If you act from a place of gratitude, being grateful for what you have, for the people that are in your life, sometimes grateful for what you don't have, because
that's true.
Yeah, if you don't get everything you want, think of all the things you didn't get that you didn't want.
That's true. That's good. That's really good.
Elliot. It's Elliot.
Elliot. That's really good.
Yeah. He like, my name ain't Lemon. My name is Elliot. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I don't say people's names on here unless they give me permission.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Stay in gratitude.
Stay in gratitude.
That's something I've been actually practicing lately and not complaining.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been hard, but like for the last few weeks, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. And it's going pretty good. Just be grateful for, what I have and what's going on. And stop complaining.
Okay. In real time, like in practice, how does that work? Something happens, you're not happy about it. But I mean, you can't ignore that it happened and be like, that didn't happen. Yeah, like how do you do that?
I'm not ignoring it. But you know me, I'm always in my prayer closet somewhere, So I talk to God, I pray about it, but I'm making a point of not being like the children of Israel, murmuring and complaining and stuck wandering around, forever, So so that's my approach to things. I'm gonna stop murmuring and complaining and do my part and let God do his part. And I'm not gonna murmur and complain in the process.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Yeah.
My way, I call it adjusting my attitude, stuff. And I've had to do it on my channel, I'll be telling people, this is what happened. I ain't happy about none of this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stop and just get real quiet, recenter myself, just listen to my gut. And just bring myself back to my little square and work from there and act instead of reacting, because it's when you react that you get into trouble.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay. All right. Elliot says he's watching us. I don't know how to take that. We're going to call the people. Oh, wait. Gloria said, a sister told me she thought I was jealous of her. Yes, I am bigger than she is, but I don't know how to be jealous of anyone, especially a sister. That sounds like a her problem.
It does. It really does.
even if she thought that, why did she say it? You know, like we don't have to say it,
Right.
especially if it doesn't improve on silence. Just like
Mm-hmm.
that to yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah. Jealous? No. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Am I still, you okay? Hello? Okay.
So,
Either
oh
I'm
yeah, she
frozen
said
or
especially a
Melanie.
sister.
I don't know
Yeah.
who's frozen.
You're okay now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, jealousy. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm.
I think we're having some technical issues, but that's okay. We'll just keep rolling.
On and off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we see that love has the power to overcome fear.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So that's really something, something to think about.
Do you think love is stronger than fear?
I think whatever the person feeds is the strongest.
Ooh, that's a word right there. That's a word. You know, um, in doing research for this episode, I saw an interview with Tupac where he said fear is stronger than love. And a lot of like dictators feel that way, you know, they or
Hmm.
manipulative or controlling people. They want folks to be afraid of them
Yeah.
yeah, um, because self-preservation is strong. You want to survive.
Right.
You
Right.
do whatever to survive. And I think love is a choice. And like you said, whichever one you feed, like if you feed
Mm-hmm.
the fear, it'll grow so large that it will paralyze you.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So what
true.
if you fed love? What if we all fed love? Think about
I
that.
mean, that'd be a wonderful thing, you know?
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
Mama's on here. She said, "Hey everybody, I just now remembered. Uh-huh.
Hey mama.
Hey,
The party starts when you arrive.
bring the
Yeah.
chicken wings."
Bring the chicken wings. We're talking about love versus fear. Operating there are only two emotions from which all these other feelings stem. Um, Love and fear, whichever one is greater, depends on the one that you feed.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're this since this podcast is for women who are in transitional spaces, primarily everybody's welcome, but that's who's mostly here.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at how to reframe things, transitions that sometimes we didn't ask for, we didn't want, stuff not going the way that we thought it should go, we wanted it to go. How do we reframe it from a place of love as opposed to a place of fear? So that's what we're talking about right now.
Hmm.
So when, in episode 1 of this podcast, Melanie, you talked about becoming an empty nester. You're
Oh.
still a pretty new empty nester, 1 year out now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the chickadees is back in the nest, so that didn't last very
For a
long.
little while.
For a little while. Yep. Um, how do you feel about that? And you seem to be, just from my personal opinion, you seem to be doing better with that. And there was a lot of fear and apprehension in the beginning.
Yeah.
Has love replaced that? Like, are you moving from a place of love where that's concerned now?
Moving from a place of love.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a hard one.
You seem to have embraced it. That's why I asked it that way.
I have to a certain extent. I have. I actually cried when Malik left.
Oh,
When he went off
Malik,
to school. Yeah, when he
tell everybody who Malik is.
Malik is my basketball playing son. He left for Ohio to go to college last month, and I gotten so used to him being back around. And even though the younger one is still here, the 19-year-old, he doesn't start school till later this month, but he's still here. And I'm like, man, here we go again. So I'm like, I'm still trying to deal with it.
Yeah.
Is really a transition not having kids around.
Okay.
I mean, but yeah, people just gotta understand. I've had them around me since I was 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started having kids at 14. I had 7 of them jokers, and
Not
they
jokers.
and they have literally been my life for the last 35 years. This is what I've been doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's yeah, I don't know.
What is there a way to reframe that discomfort? Because the fear is what, having your chickadees out of the nest, you not having a place or a job to do. You don't know, well, what am I doing? Which is why we have the name of this podcast.
It just feels the feeling. I just love having a house full of people. If I could have all my grandkids here running around, I would be just happy. It gives me, I don't know, it gives me something to do. I just love entertaining. I love having them around. It's fun. And then they're gone. I'm like, man, just imagine doing something you've been doing forever. And then you look around like, man, I can't make Easter baskets no more.
Oh.
I went through that phase once they started getting old. I'm like, man, no Easter baskets, no, none of the fun stuff.
Wow.
Some of them don't even want birthday cakes. I'm like, this is crazy.
Who don't like cake? I might have to disown those nieces and nephews.
No, I mean, Malik wasn't wanting cakes and stuff. Sometimes he's like, nah, I don't want no cake. I'm cool. So it's like,
okay,
I like the fun stuff. We had a good time.
Okay, you got some support
okay.
in the
Gloria
comments.
said they are our babies. Those are normal feelings. Thank you, Gloria. So you get it. Mama said, I didn't feel none of that. I was happy y'all were about you all's business.
I think we ought to kick Mama up out of here. That's what I think.
You didn't miss us, Mama. I was a joy. I was a joy to have, wasn't I? Oh, Mama says, oh. Queen Gail says, I love them, but not for me.
Oops.
Oh,
we're both clicking the button. Okay.
Oh, you go ahead. Gloria says, my son turned 49 in September. When he calls me mama instead of mom, I feel so good.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah, just, our cheerings have a special place in our heart.
Yeah. Elliot says, when you say love, are you saying love for self, romantic love of what you're doing, occupation, etc.? I think we can operate from a place of love, but we can't really love others the same. Wait, I don't understand the last part of that, but I can clarify the first part of it. When I'm going to say it for myself, and if it's different for you, Melanie, then you can say so. When I say love, I say operating from a place where your gut, your heart, your spirit, your soul says yes. Yes. Like yes, all the way. Yes. If there's apprehension, if there's insecurity, if there are any of those feelings that we can associate, that we normally call negative feelings, we know they come from fear. So if any of that is involved, it's not love, it's fear. So that's what I'm talking about. And that it relates to everything. It relates to how you treat yourself, how you view yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you view, talk, and treat people you're in relationships with, be they friendships, familial relationships, intimate relationships, everything. I want to hear.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I
I was
want to hear
just
how
saying
you
that,
feel about it, and then I want
and it,
Elliot to come back and clarify.
I was just gonna give an example
Hmm.
of operating out of fear and not love. I've mentioned this before. My first marriage,
Hmm.
um, we had a huge fight the day before we were supposed to get married, well, the night before.
Mm.
And the fight was so bad that I went to bed thinking, like, hey, we ain't getting married tomorrow. So I didn't get up, didn't get dressed, or anything. And then when he showed up at the door fully dressed in white, uh, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what you got in that cup? No, he came to
Water, water.
fully dressed with his white suit on. I'm looking at him like, what we doing? Why you dressed in white? And he was like, we supposed to get married today. Why you ain't dressed? And so silly young me went ahead and threw my white on
Oh,
and
oh.
and got dressed. But that I was operating out of a place of fear. It was definitely not love. Fear
What
of,
were you afraid of? Do you know?
well, he was a guy with a good job, and I wasn't ready to part ways with him. And I knew, had I not got dressed, that would have been it.
The end of the relationship.
It
Okay.
that would have been it. Yeah. So
Hmm.
so it I was operating out of fear. It definitely wasn't love.
Okay.
Other
Okay.
end of the spectrum, it was a hot
Yeah.
mess. Uh,
Sometimes fear, I mean, we have to examine fear. I just want to say this before we go to the comments. We have to examine fear and see
mhm,
if the fear is rational. Fear can protect us from things. It can be like,
yeah,
hey, don't go down that dark street. Like, it's looking kind of sketchy.
right.
But then there's also fear where nobody's done anything. You're operating off of an old script. Maybe you were in a
Right.
relationship before, somebody mistreated you, cheated on you, or whatever. Now
That's
you're
true.
over here and you're like, remember that time that thing happened? Check
Mhm,
his phone. Well, if he hasn't done anything, then you have
right.
to examine that fear and get yourself together. So yeah,
Hmm.
different types of fear.
Miss Brazil says, I do miss going to school functions and plays and stuff, though. Now I have to wait for a new batch of grandkids and great grandkids to do stuff. You gotta wait for a new batch.
You got some there that
It's,
are,
it's still it's still some in that age
yeah,
range where
uh-huh.
you can go to that stuff.
You can even travel and go to their go to the grandkids stuff.
Oh, she called me cray cray. Yeah, that whole situation was crazy.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Elliot says because of what other people are going through and or who they are or how they move through the world. You can't love everyone the same. The same way because they will drain your energy. Patience and just take.
I don't
Oh, that
know.
I didn't read that right. Because they will
Okay.
drain your energy, patience, and just take. Okay.
I was wondering how you reading it, like why you reading it like that. I was concerned. No. I'm like, is she okay?
Oh
Yes, we're
Lord.
saying the same thing. Yeah, okay. Here, I want to put this back up. Um, how somebody else behaves, and I've had to learn this because I was not this way. If I love you and you start acting tacky,
Hmm.
but I love you, I can love you and remove you from my life.
Right,
I can do
right.
that. I can, love you and hold space for you to get it together, but you can't be up running roughshod through my life,
Right.
disrupting, my vibe. So
Hmm.
I think we determine um, how how we love. We determine that,
Yeah.
and if we don't, then that's like somebody else having control over us.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I can love somebody and still set a boundary. I love
Right.
you, but no, you can't come to my house. I can do that. I can.
Hey, gotta have boundaries.
What you say?
Gotta have boundaries.
Absolutely, Absolutely.
Queen Gail is wondering, is anyone else getting ads during the live?
How is that possible? I didn't know
Ads?
that was even
Huh,
possible.
interesting.
I
Now,
didn't know that was. I'm gonna check my settings after. Has that ever happened before? I didn't even know that was possible. It might be something new YouTube is doing, and I got to turn
it
something off.
might be. There's no telling. Okay, Mama
Okay.
said no ads. Gloria said no ads.
Okay.
Ms. Brazil says love from a distance. Yes, some people
Yep.
have to.
Feed them with a long-handled spoon,
Real
if at
long.
all. Yeah.
With
Okay, no
with the electrical wire.
we ain't trying to kill up nobody here, Mel. Okay, Mel done rant out. Yeah. Loving from a distance. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Some folks will say, well, that's not love, but
Yeah, you have to have self-love first and don't let people drive you nuts.
Yep.
Gloria says, I love myself more than any man. Yeah, you gotta love yourself first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't love yourself, I've heard, we've all heard it said, if you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? And in younger years, I'm gonna speak for myself, but maybe some of you can relate. In younger years, I didn't understand what that meant because I, have a boyfriend, I love you, and and I would count on him to love me, to it's like, okay, I'm gonna fill your cup, you fill mine. That ain't how it works. Because if one day he decided he don't want to do that, then what? Then I'm empty, right? So I have just learned over time, no, I'm responsible for my cup. You're responsible for yours, and we can each, if we got overflow, we share, or if I know you're here in this space with me, then I plan,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But no, you're responsible for yourself and your own feelings. Hey, ladies. Hey, Latanya.
Hey, Latanya. Glad you joined us.
Yes. You gonna keep
Oh, okay. Miss Roselle says, oh, remember to thumbs up both channels.
Please
Thank you.
do.
Please do.
Yes. It feeds the algorithm. Thank you very much. I learned that through the years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
Some lessons.
Live and learn.
You live and learn. Some lessons, if you see people around you going through things, if they get knocked in the head every time they make a left turn down a certain street, maybe don't go down that street, maybe do something different. And that can't necessarily ensure that you won't get knocked in the head, but at least you get knocked in the head making a different choice. Not the same one. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This is something I'm really trying to do in my life. Like I shouldn't say trying. I'm doing it, but not as well as I hope to eventually do it. Okay, because it's a practice. Like love, choosing love and choosing to operate from love is an ongoing practice.
It is.
I might be better than I was a few years ago, but hopefully I'll be even better, with time.
Yeah. It'll get better with time.
Love and not fear. Listen to you. The way you said that, you sound like the love guru. You sound like an expert up in there.
No, anything you practicing, you're actively, practicing it. So it'll get better.
Anything. If you talking about people, because I used to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, honey. Yeah.
Man, to be a professional gossiper, if that's what you practice all day, every day,
Yeah, right. Any of that. Yeah. And I'm going back to what you said about whatever you feed grows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if we look at love over here, fear over here, they're both plants. Whatever you feed is gonna sink its roots down in your life.
That's it.
And sprout out. And that's what folks are gonna see as well.
It's gonna show up.
Yep.
What's that the old folks used to say? If it don't show up in the wash, it'll show up in the rinse.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. It's gonna show up.
Mm-hmm.
And our
Gloria
lives
says,
are,
okay. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that our time here is limited
Yeah.
and our lives are valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really important that we be mindful about how we're choosing to spend our limited time here.
That's true.
Are we spending it in a place of love, like things that we love, things that feed us? Or we spending it in a corner scared because of what so-and-so gonna think, or what so-and-so said, or oh my goodness, I really want to do this, but if I do, then this person, like, you're gonna, what if you die tomorrow? Will you be happy about how you spent today?
And what will people say about you when you die?
You mean like after you're gone?
What impact? What impact would you have left here?
Yeah.
Which brings me to, it's a little off topic, but someone posted an obituary, and it was horrible. Like, it was so horrible. The comments that the family made about this woman. I mean, they had a whole little poem about her, like how rude and nasty she was. I'm like, oh, you don't want, that kind of impact, and
was
legacy.
It real? It was on Facebook or something.
It was an article I read, and they put this in the newspaper. I'm like, that's terrible. Like, man. Yeah, but yeah, it means a lot. You're operating, through love and impact, the lives of a lot of people. Gloria says, I can't stand gossiping and I will walk away. Ms. Brazil says, I don't know if you covered this before I joined in, but men and women love differently. We all have a different love language. Yeah, I believe, we all do have different love languages. Yeah. But loving differently?
There's love, there's love. How do I even put this? There is love, and then there's the expression of it.
That's what it is. Yeah. They express it differently.
And I think a lot of that is socialization. We do have a man here, so he can please weigh in, man. Elliot, please.
It's the difference in expression. That's why they have that what is that book? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, or something.
Yeah, and the 5 love languages too, because we don't all respond to certain expressions the same way.
Yep. That's true. Definitely have different love languages.
Yeah. What do you know what your love language is?
I know what my husband's is, but no. I'm not even sure what they all are. I know what his is.
I want to make sure I get them all right. I'm gonna look them up. Love.
It's physical touch. It's what else? Acts of kindness.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them up because.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Words of affirmation.
Okay.
Quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts.
Acts of service. Now, can you expound on that? Like people just, doing good things for you?
Good things, thoughtful things. Yeah.
Yeah, I like acts of service.
That's mine. That's mine too. Yeah.
Huh.
If you do just do things for me so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to do it. Like, just because I know nobody has to do anything for me ever. That's how I feel all the time. It's like, This is my, this is my little sphere, and I am responsible for it. I take responsibility for all of it.
Right.
And if somebody does something kind or thoughtful for me, I really appreciate it because they don't. Nobody has. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Nope. No idea. Oh, Elliot said he has no idea what his love language is.
Okay.
We were asking Elliot. We wanted a man to jump in because Ms. Brazel, who is our mom, said men and women love differently, and I think we love. What you laughing at?
I'm sorry, I just read down below another comment. Go ahead, finish.
I said now. You know what? This is why we can't let everybody up in here. Gloria, see, Mel about to choke off screen and whatnot. Gloria said her love language is touch. Yeah, see, that's where we're all different. I do not want most people touching me. Like when people are like, "I'm a hugger," and they launch themselves at me, I just feel abject fear all up and through my body. Oh my God. Yeah, we're all built differently in that way.
Yes, we are. Lord,
I'm gonna let you read this, Mel.
Elliot says, not to be petty, but Mel has 7 kids. So I'm guessing I kind of know what her husband's love language is. LOL, just kidding. Yeah, you're right. Goodness. You're right.
Okay, well, we all grown up in here. Mama's cracking up.
And which leads me to say, people should take this test before getting married. Everyone should know each other's love language because some people
tread lightly.
People should just know what each other's love language is before they get married.
No, why?
You have to know you have to know what to prepare for.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You might want to help.
Right.
Woo, look at the time. I think
it's about midnight over yonder that way.
Yeah, right. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns, experiences that you want to share?
Anybody?
Yeah. Any thoughts on love versus fear or love languages before we take it on out of here?
Gloria said,
"Oh yeah, because hers is touch."
Oh man!
Don't let Kevin go to Gloria's house. I'm just. I know, Gloria. I'm sorry.
You ain't right. You ain't right.
I'm just being silly. Y'all know me. Y'all know me.
You ain't right.
Now I snort laughing. I'm totally joking. Okay. All right. Ooh, we are in shambles today.
Look at Mama. Mama said, "Oh my God."
Oh my Lord. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
let's operate from a place of love consciously. Yeah. We have to choose love. Fear is innate. Is love innate? Like, is love like fear? If something happens, a baby knows to be scared.
That's
right?
True.
A baby is automatic. Is love automatic? I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know.
Love automatic? No.
Yeah, I think we have to. We learn and we choose love, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we choose it. We choose love.
Yeah.
I mean, if love was automatic, then it wouldn't be so many divorces and stuff.
Well, I mean, just because.
You don't see how?
I don't know. People marry for all kinds of reasons and not just love. Not people.
That's true too.
I don't know. Yeah, but like, do babies automatically love. I don't know that they do. They need their mom, especially. They need their parents.
Right.
I don't know that it's love. I think love is taught.
Huh,
right?
You think it's taught, huh?
What y'all think? I'm gonna have to do
That's
some
interesting. Very interesting.
Huh. Yeah. We're gonna have to look that up. Okay.
Huh.
Let's see. The text shows what folks say is their love language. But if folks can be honest in how they communicate, relate, etc., you'd really learn for yourself what they respond to. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. People's actions will tell you.
Yeah. You ain't kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What in the world? Okay, I'm sorry. Queen Gail.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look and see what that's all about. Yeah.
Mama said, some folks think if somebody cute smiles at you, then that's love.
Listen, I got a very short story. Somebody, I can't say no names, but somebody I know got married at like 19. The guy, I think he was 19. They just got married out of the blue. And when I asked, why did you marry him? She said, because I had liked it him and he had liked it me.
I know who this person is.
Yes, you do. And I was just like,
liked it.
I'm quoting. I had liked him and he had liked it me. That was it. And I was like, yeah. Okay. And yeah, it didn't go well.
That's something else. Yeah.
Gloria says she laughing over here.
Man.
You can have love for someone automatically, love at first sight, etc. But I believe real love comes over time. Is that love at first sight? Is that love? Or is that something else? Is that lust?
Right. Is it
limerence?
Limerence
is a new word that I've learned, which is that, that butterfly feeling, ooh, that kind of feeling. Is that love? My man. Gloria, I am not maligning your character in any way. I was being silly. I know your man, not nobody else's husband. We know. Yeah, we know. We know.
Right. Oh my goodness.
I really was. Hi, Auntie Kay.
Hey there.
We are
Mom's still shaking her head.
We have gone off the rails here.
I think we both a little tired.
Interesting. I want love, but it doesn't last forever.
But it can.
Interesting. Well,
that's an interesting perspective.
Maybe it's not meant to last forever. Maybe it's not meant to. Like, we're taught that, till death do us part, or even in non-marriage, relationships, friendships, whatever, that for some reason we think it's forever. We want it to be forever, but maybe it's, what they say, a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And maybe we ruin it by trying to will it to last forever. Maybe we just enjoy what it is, and Yeah.
Mama says po thing.
Yeah, I had liked it. Yeah. I had liked it him and he had liked it me. That's why we got married.
Right.
Boundaries.
Queen Gail says Nicole's love language is boundaries.
I have had to learn. In order to properly love myself and preserve myself, I've had to learn boundaries.
Yeah, self-preservation is key.
Yeah. All right. Gloria.
Queen Gail says, Gloria, you cracking me up. Elliot says, truthfully, it can be either love or lust or a combination.
Okay. Okay.
Hey there, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Glad you joined us.
Hey.
In Flournoy.
Uh-huh.
Back in the day, we called it strong liked it. Strong liked it.
Strong liked it.
Strong
liked it. Oh my gosh.
Do you like me? You remember that?
Circle yes or no.
You want to go with me?
Oh my Lord.
Yes, check yes or no.
Right.
Pass the note back.
Some things are for a season. Yeah. Yeah. I've been married twice. Okay.
Me too, Gloria. Yeah, this is my second and final marriage because 21 years now. 21 years.
If okay, we're not gonna knock on wood because y'all schooled me about knocking on wood. Shoot, ruin everything. If something should happen, would you be open to getting married again?
No.
Like okay.
No,
all right.
Not at all. I don't want to be bothered learning nobody's new little habits, quirks, none of that. No.
So you don't even want to be in a relationship.
I don't want to be bothered. Shoot, I've been in a relationship since I started having kids when I was 14. Like I've seen it all, done it all. No, absolutely not.
Okay, all right. There you go. There you go. All right. I'm gonna go into the comments now. Queen Gail said, "Love changes as we grow." Yes, I believe that. Yeah. Yeah, because we learn more. Hopefully, we learn more about ourselves. We learn more about how the world operates, what kind of people we want around us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. I don't know. Oh, Mama said she's been married twice. Yeah. I was y'all.
She was on the big screen TV.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey there. She's been watching the whole time. She was just watching on TV. She just not
okay. Good to see you. Y'all see, I got rid of my last name. Yes, I see.
That's a whole nother subject. I ain't gonna even go there. But anyway.
Go ahead. I mean, what is it? What is it? Is it
about taking last names?
Say it. You might as well say it.
I've never taken anyone's last name.
That's true.
The
first one had an ugly last name. The first one?
Girl, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not. No. So
why didn't you take his last name? Either one, their last name.
I've always wanted to just be me. I didn't want to take on, somebody else's name because I got one. That's just how I thought about it. And I'm just, glad that, people have rolled with it, didn't put up too much resistance to it. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Married twice. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Remember, check the box.
Check the box. The you like me? Yes or no? Check the box.
Yeah, yes or no. And then the teacher would get it and read it out loud, and everybody would be embarrassed. Everybody involved.
Cracking up.
Yeah. Twice for Queen Gail too. Okay. Mama in there cracking up about something. Marriage isn't for everyone. I agree. There are those who are content in their singleness.
Yeah.
Me, it was up to a certain age. I assumed I would get married because that's what you did. I looked around. It was, it was what everybody aspired to. It was just what you did. It's a rite of passage. And I was about 24 and I was in college when I realized I didn't have to get married. And I felt free. I was like, I ain't got to do that. Okay, I don't want to do it anyway. I just never, it never made a lot of sense to me. I didn't get it. Like the point, everything. Okay, I know biblically you're not supposed to be like sexually active if you're not married, but let's put that aside. Everything else you can do you can do married, you can do it unmarried. I didn't get it, and I feel like this is just me. I know some of y'all gonna get mad, but I just feel like marriage is a way of keeping somebody handcuffed to you so they can't leave if they want to leave, and if somebody feel like they want to go, like for real, not I'm mad at you today, but like it's time to go, then I don't want to have to go to court. I want him or me to be able to get up out of there. We done. Now I understand legalities. This your stuff. This my stuff. Whatever. But you can do that legally without getting married. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense to me. So I respect other people's marriages, but I never wanted it for myself. Yeah.
Let's see.
Ooh.
A lot of comments.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Gloria said, yes, I want to get married again. Okay.
Huh. My honeys. My honeys called Walter Mr. Brazel. Brazel is our mother's maiden name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And he just rolls with it. He knows. Yeah. I hope that in a year or so I will be sharing something. Oh.
Okay. All right. We certainly want to hear about it.
Yes. Queen Gail said, ain't that Mr. Walter's name? No, it's not. It's not.
Nope.
I will take his name as long as he's American. Y'all, what?
Wait, who said that? Oh, okay.
I want to hear some more about that.
Yeah.
They can leave. Who can leave?
They can leave.
Who can leave? Mom, what you talking about? Count your blessings. You understood your packaging. I really did. I got so much pushback. I had a man flat out tell me, you're deluding yourself. Every woman wants to get married. And I was like, yo, I'm a woman. Like, how you gonna tell me? Like, you gonna tell me about women? I'm a woman. And not having kids. Folks really was salty about that. I've been called selfish. I've been called like just, all kind of crazy stuff. You're gonna miss out. You're gonna regret it. Look,
man,
she good. She good. That was the right decision for me. No, he's a Ford. Yes, Walter Ford is his name. Brazel is my mother's maiden name. Okay. Some try to when just dating.
Try to do what? Huh?
I don't know what, Living alone is no fun for me. Okay. Personally, I just wanted the ceremony, the dress, the ring, the party, etc. After it was done, and I said, I didn't know what to do next. I think a lot of people fall into that because who doesn't want to have a big party where people come to celebrate and you get to eat cake and you get to dance and who doesn't want that? But that's not what marriage is, That's not what it is. All the guests go home, and it's you and that other person, and daily life. And when you think about like daily life and how it affects you and your moods and your, how you are able to do things, and now you got another person, and y'all got to take each other into account.
Right.
You might want to go left this day. He insists on going right. Y'all yeah. I don't think people are taught that often enough, that getting married is not the party. I think, maybe the white dress and the party and the tuxedo and all that you should not be able to do that until you make it to year 5. You make it to year 5 and you can have a party. Other than that, you take yourself down to the down to the courthouse.
Man, I think people need a sense of counseling before marriage. Mandatory before they given a marriage license. Because a lot of people would probably decide against it if they had the counseling.
Yeah. Ask them questions in front of each other. The hard questions. And so they can go home and have a conversation. What you mean? You think that's okay? What you like?
Right. Because a lot of stuff is not even discussed. And people get married. Well, I didn't know you didn't want kids. And I didn't know this. I mean, major things. I didn't know
you get married.
I didn't know he had a gambling problem. You know, I'm like, okay, you it's a mess now. You know? Yeah. Wow.
Queen Gail, Gloria. Oh, I'm gonna stay out of that one. Ms. Brazil, your spouse can leave. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even when I thought about, when I was deciding, okay, do I want kids? Do I not want kids? I never felt like I wanted them, but like, that's what you do, like you have kids. And I just knew I was not like, I would have been a good mom. But I didn't think I'd be good at all if, for whatever reason, I became a single custodial parent where kids were with me all day, all the time. And because I recharge by shutting everything out,
No
and
chance of doing that.
You can't do
no
it.
No chance of doing that one. Man, you ain't shutting nothing down.
Right.
Man.
Try to control you. Yes. Yep. My son is not married, nor does he want kids.
Okay.
It's valid, and I think we should make sure that people children know that's a valid choice. Instead of give me some grandkids, now you got
right.
Do what you want to do. Love. We're making the choice from love, right? Not fear. Love.
Right.
Most folks have never seen a good example of what a good marriage is. This is true.
Right.
This is true.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Folks getting marital counseling and be lying.
But that's not beneficial to them, to be sitting
I guess
in their lives.
If you just want, I just want this man, so I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Yes, and you make every answer sound like it's straight out the prayer book.
Sound like everything is good.
Yeah.
Then go home and it's a mess.
Oh, thank you, Mama. You're a great auntie, Nikki. Thank you. I'm a much better auntie than I would have been. Well, I can't say I'll say I'm a much happier auntie than I would have been a mother. Much. Maybe I did something wrong raising him. His dad died when he was 3 years old. No. I mean, ask him. What is this?
That's a choice. I have one out of the 7 that does not want anything to do with kids. He said that he would enjoy his nieces and nephews. He doesn't want children. He wants to live his life and do what he wants to do. So I don't think it's a reflection of, something, we as parents did wrong. It's just a preference. I have some of my friends, longtime friends, some of their kids don't want kids. So it's like, it's a preference. Not everybody wants kids.
Right.
It doesn't sound like a good time to my son at all.
Look, I'm the eldest of all my siblings, and I had a front row seat to what raising children looked like, and also had to be, when you're the oldest, you also, when the parents ain't home, you the proxy parent. You got to make sure the kids don't kill themselves or each other. Don't let so-and-so turn on the TV. So-and-so don't let them jump off the couch. So-and-so don't let them color on the wall. Like, I was able to see this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. And I am grateful for that because I knew it was work that I didn't want to do. So no,
Yeah.
that's not a negative. He just doesn't want to do it.
I just got a text from the son I was just discussing. Oh, that's
Is he
Jordan.
watching?
He said to tell everybody hello.
Oh, okay. Right. Hello, nephew.
Oh boy.
My parents waited for the wedding day to tell me anything about marriage. I said, parents, we're getting ready to jump the broom. Now I know why everybody cries at weddings. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I wanted to be a grandmom. I think we're looking at our own mortality when we take these positions. Will I live and shouldn't be shamed into having them? Yeah. As long as you're not hurting nobody, anything that you want for your life is valid. Make those decisions based on the choices you have. Make those decisions from a place of love, not fear. That's really,
Mm-hmm.
or having. I see a lot of people and they're like, they want to have kids because they want, who gonna take care of me when I'm older? Them kids may not take care of you when they're older. Like
Different culture, but that's a whole nother conversation. Different cultures are big on that.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. But they might not. That's a whole nother person.
Mm-hmm.
And you making plans for what they're gonna do when you get old. So like,
right.
People don't discuss the morals, values, and what they really want out of life before they get married. What y'all talking about? Like, I discussed that with friends that I'm not married. Like, what y'all
a bunch
about?
of nonsense, but people are not discussing the important issues. People don't know how each other handle finances. Just don't know anything. Before you have kids, people don't know what religion are we going to raise our kids. Then you get pregnant and, oh, I'm a Buddhist. I'm a Catholic. Like, what we gonna do? It's just, it's just like the honeymoon phase. Everything is just all peachy. They're having a good time until they're not having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had liked it you and you had liked it me. And so now we got to get married.
And it turned out exactly how it sounded.
If you're watching, the person we're talking about, if you're watching, we love you. You know that, right? We love you. Yeah. And that was ridiculous. We love you, and that was ridiculous. But she's much older now and wiser. But yeah, you're right. People. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, that is not an indication that you did anything wrong. Mama, how do you feel about the fact that I didn't want kids? How do you feel about that, Mom? You always wanted a lot of kids, yes, and you had a lot of kids. I have 4 grandkids from my daughter. Hi, Jordan. Okay, Jordan got a shout out. Some folks don't even know real names before. I think it's just before getting married. How? Oh yeah, I know somebody who. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why the lawyers are rich. Divorces. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she said, "Kids, not Kilroy."
Oh yeah. I knew it was a typo. Yep, because we too busy swinging from the chandeliers. I guess we'll figure out morality when we don't have we don't have stuff to talk about.
Okay, Jordan ran out.
Okay. Mama said that was my business. Plus, Mel had enough for all of us.
Oh, shade. The shade.
Shots fired.
Shade.
Okay. I think that sounds like the end, right?
Yes.
I really hope that talking about love versus fear has put something on all of our minds and all of our hearts And the next time we're tempted to make a decision out of fear, we choose to go the other way, whatever
Yeah.
that means at that particular moment.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to thank you all for joining us. And
Mm-hmm.
we hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get some rest for getting all these shots I had to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all have a good one. And remember to let us know if it's something specific that you all want us to discuss. And
Mm-hmm.
you can leave it in the comments or either one of our channels on YouTube. So that's it for tonight.
That's it, and that's all. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.